Okay, guys, so this is going to be the second video in the Mama series. You know, I've said it in the last video where I was wearing the same outfit. I know it's the same day. It's gonna be all right. Trolls beware. Like, I'm wearing the same thing in multiple videos. It's gonna be all right. But like I said in the last one, I had filmed the introduction to this series like almost 7 months ago. I don't even know. However old he is exactly, minus a few weeks. I don't know the exact amount, but he's almost 8 months old. So it's probably been about 6 months ago that I filmed the introduction to this series. I could have even done it before he was born. I can't quite remember, but life happened, everything happened, and I'm just now getting back into this. But questions that I have gotten from a couple of my friends about breastfeeding, a couple, like my sister-in-law's about to have a baby, my sister has a 1-year-old, and just questions that I've gotten from one mama to another really inspired me to put this video series together again, and that's why I wanted to do it to begin with. I know that we all have questions, and it's just good to support one another, and that's what I did this channel for. That's what this channel is all about to me. It's just supporting one another, whether it's the crafting community, supporting one another, whether it's the planner community, supporting one another, and all the other things that I delve into. But being a mama, first and foremost, is the most important thing. A wife and a mother is ingrained inside of me. It is who I am, not just what I am. And I want to share anything and everything I can with those experiences with you. Like I said in the first video, I'm not a doctor, I'm not a scientist, I'm nobody. I'm just a mama. So from one mama to another, I want to share my experiences with you. So you probably got a little giggle out of the title of this video. At least I hope you did, because that's what I'm all about. It's comic relief. If you're having a crazy mama day, just come on over to this channel and I'll give you some comic relief. Whether it's me being raw and you just seeing the chaos and absolute circus that is my life, and you just feel a little better about yourself because I share the real moments of mine, that's okay. That's what this channel is for. So your boobs are not falling off, even though it probably feels that way. They're not going to explode. They're not going to fall off. They're not going to deflate like a balloon, although, sorry, but that can happen after you stop breastfeeding. Sorry, one girl might be bigger than the other one. That's okay. It's all going to be fine. They're still boobs. They're still yours. They might shape back up. They might not, but it's okay. You're doing a wonderful and beautiful thing. So if you're choosing to breastfeed, hooray, hurrah for you. No, this is not a mom shaming. If you choose to formula feed, please, trolls, do not come after me on that. I don't want to open up that can of worms, I promise. But I will say that it's going to be all right. They're not going to fall off, I promise. They're still going to be there tomorrow, even though it really feels like they're going to fall off today. But this has happened to me 4 times, 5 times, somewhere along there, honestly, when it's happened about after the second time I started to lose count, because it hurts and it's horrible. And so I have children peeking in my room here. But anyway, I have experienced this. You know, if it's one time, it's one time too many. It's a lot. And so I have experienced this a lot. So I'm going to talk about it with you. Okay. So I totally lost my train of thought. I had children asking me if they could play outside, and I completely, like, can't remember. Anyway, I've had this happen to me way too many times. I mean, it sucks. It really sucks. And there's things that you can do to prevent it, but honestly, there's so many different causes that can, cause this, that it's really hard to kind of pinpoint to be able to add preventative measures to ensure that it never happens to you again. I mean, it might happen, it might not. And maybe I'm doing everything completely wrong in life and I don't know what I'm talking about. I don't know, but it has happened to me, so I can talk about it happening at least. But it is this thing called, I have heard it pronounced 2 ways. So it is written, so it is, and you can correct me if I'm wrong. I'm not going to be offended if you correct me. This is just my experience. Like I said, I'm not a doctor or a scientist, so you can correct me if you want down in the comments below. It will probably help somebody if you do. But it is spelled mastitis, and I've heard it pronounced mastitis, and I heard one doctor pronounced it mastitis and one doctor pronounced it mastitis. So you can say whatever you want. But that's what it is. So what that is when your milk duct gets clogged, which is bad in and of itself. So if you have a clogged milk duct, you're going to feel it. It's going to be a lump in your breast. It's going to be hard, and it can be tiny, it can be large, it can be anything. But when you have mastitis, mastitis, whatever, it gets infected. So that milk duct that is it's pretty sore and it's tender, it gets infected. And this can be small, it can be not that big of a deal and go away on its own in a short period of time, or it can get worse and worse and really get very, very serious if you do not take care of it. So I'm going to say that. If you're one of these mamas like me who's just like, I'm not going to the doctor, just keep an eye on it. That's exactly the same way I am, so I can't get on to you. I can't be the pot calling the kettle black because I'm the same exact way. But in a lot of cases, if it does get bad enough, it will require antibiotics for it to go away, and it can get very, very severe, and it can affect your entire body, not just your breast. So you need to take care of yourself, okay? So if you do have a clogged milk duct, you need to drink lots of water. Stay very, very hydrated, like you did when you were pregnant, when you felt like water was up to your eyeballs and you couldn't drink another sip without vomiting. Drink some more. That's what you need to be doing now. It will help flush it out. Also, don't stop nursing on that side. You gotta let the baby suck it out. Like, it just has to happen. It hurts and it sucks, but he needs to suck, or she, on you, on that side, so it can go away. So you definitely need to do that. And when you actually have the infection, that's not just the clogged duct, but it's also the infection. That can hurt so bad you want to die. It's not just slap your mama, it's slap the baby. You want to, because instinctually, when something is sucking on that and it hurts so bad, you want to swat it away. Like, get off, get away, get out. No, he needs to do that. Also, I will tell you, it's not going to harm your baby for him to nurse on that side. He doesn't get the infection. That's in the tissue surrounding your milk. It's not the actual milk. So there's no harm in him drinking that milk. I know that's what I thought too. I was like, okay, but if it's been clogged, is it not bad? Like, is that bad milk? No, it's not. It's not going to harm your baby. It's perfectly fine. And he's not getting infection in his mouth, and it's not disgusting and ew, please don't drink that. No, it's not bad. So it's not harmful for your baby. But you have to nurse on that side. That is the number one thing that's going to help you, is to suck it up. I don't care if you have to do it like the old Western style and you have to get a stick and shove it in your mouth so that they can do surgery. That might be what it feels like for you. It is literally that bad. It is death. It's bad. That's a very tender area that is inflamed. It can even be like the veins all surrounding your milk ducts can be purple and angry and mad and swollen, and your breast can be red and puffy and horrible, and it hurts for a bra to touch it, or a shirt to touch it, or air to touch it, or life to happen. It's bad, okay? It can get really, really bad. But if you first start noticing this happening, you need to nurse as much as possible on that side. Make that the first breast that you offer to him or her. And he can, if it's really bad enough, he or she can get kind of irritated and aggravated because the milk's not coming out quite as much as they want it to. Okay, all the interruptions, all the things, I don't even know what I was saying, but I think I was talking about nursing on that side no matter what. Also, something else that really can help is heat. So whether you use a heating pad or you let the shower beat down on it with really hot water, as hot as you can stand. Self-expression, so pushing on your breast all the way down, all the way down, all the way down. I know it hurts, but self-expression can really help as well to kind of just move that out and get it out. Let's see, what's something else that really helps? Definitely ibuprofen, something like that to ease the pain. But what I was going to say is that if it progresses and it's not just a clogged milk duct and it does progress into the actual infection, it can be very, very serious. So with me, The first time I had it was with Killian, so it got pretty bad, to where my breast was like purpley and red and really inflamed. It was a big lump. I'm touching this side because this is, I don't know why. I really don't know why. This is like my milk producer, so I don't know if that's why I'm touching it. Whatever. Anyway, moving on. The first time it happened, it was with Killian, and it wasn't terribly bad. The first time that it happened with Alaric, and it has happened 3 or 4 times with Alaric, 2 weren't very severe at all, and 2 were really bad. 2 were really bad, and 1 or 2, I can't remember how many times I've had it exactly, if it was 3 or 4, but 1 or 2 of them have been not so bad at all.